We begin with breaking news. At least 31 people are injured after a car plows through a crowd in East Hollywood. It happened around 2 o'clock this morning outside of a club on Vermont in Santa Monica, and right now this situation is still unfolding. Good morning, everyone. I'm Megan Tellis. And I'm Lauren Lister. We'll check in with Casey for a moment to take a look at your weather.
Well, people, it has happened again. A vehicle plows into a crowd. I want to go over this situation, the situation that happened on January 1st, and a Filipino festival. Remember, all these that I mentioned, a vehicle plowed. Yeah, and the V is evident. But let's start off with this. The ladies have on the rock colors. The sun god colors. Isn't that original? And as they zoom in, of course this is an A, but you focus on the pyramid, do you not? And then when you go here, you focus on the V, or that thing they put in your head, allegedly. What is that thing called they put in your head? Somebody has it where they can help you out, so to speak. We're going to get into all that because my name is Friendship Pearson. Welcome to Friendship Blue, the channel. It is July 19th of 2025. And we have the 19th, right? Saturday. Let's say it together. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. So they said the driver lost consciousness as he plowed into majority of ladies, and they were at the Los Angeles. See that? All the headlines going on. 30 people injured. Now, reports say the driver got hit. Okay? But let's go into these colors. Orange and gold. Let's look at this thing. Sun God Ra. These are his colors. I want you guys to know we're living in the last days. And when you watch my videos, you're going to see more and more. Because I have the gift to bring it out, people. And I want you to understand, don't look at me. Think about how was it that God gave me a gift for this time to do a presentation to let you know what the dark powers are doing, but that you and I have got to make a choice. His name is Jesus. And that's what it's about. It's about Jesus. Because you see this sun god Ra? He's coming back. And these powers, they're doing things to let you know that he's back and that he's organizing things. That's what's going on in our time, believe it or not. So when you see these here, you see, and there's nothing wrong with the colors, you can wear them. Don't think this is an accident. I don't think it is. I don't think this is. You know, that's the sign of a V, or the link that they put in your head. The blank link. And look at that. I mean, let's look at them. When they bring this thing to you. What? They're like this. And then they zoom in.
Again with Casey for a moment to take a look at your weather. But first,
you see, but the average person doesn't know how to interpret what they're looking at. Clues, codes, colors, the conference time conclusion. Come on, it's screaming. And then you got the sun rising. Come on, man, that's the sun god. It's rising right in front of our face. Look at that. See the sun rising in the eye? Come on, baby. Think this is an accident? I don't think so. But let's go here. Look at her dress. It's in the purple family. It's maroon. But look at the shape of it. It's like a V, ain't it? I say this look like a V, don't it? Let's get on with the show.
Now at 7 a.m., more than 24 people are hurt after authorities say a car drove into a crowd of people outside an East Hollywood nightclub overnight. Police say the person behind the wheel is also in the hospital. Good morning. I'm Camilla Rambaldi in for Michelle Baez. Let's get...
Look at that shape of a V. Is that coincidence? Why are you bringing up the V, Pearson? Well, The name of the nightclub is called the Vermont. Do you see the V? Vermont, V. We gonna get hot and heavy today. We gonna do this.
A crowd of people outside an East Hollywood nightclub overnight. Police say the person behind the wheel is also in the hospital. Good morning. I'm Camilla Rambaldi in for Michelle Baez. Let's get right to NBC4's Annette Areola live at the scene in East Hollywood with what we know at this hour. Hi, Annette.
Hey there, good morning to you, Camilla. We're standing right at the intersection of Santa Monica and Vermont. This is where it all happened. Officials reopened this corner here just a short time ago, but they're still out here as they continue the investigation. What we know right now is that 28 people suffered injuries because of this crash. Let's go ahead and show you video from overnight. LA City Fire telling us that they got the call just after 2 o'clock this morning after a car plowed through a crowd of people who were in line standing just outside a nightclub and very close to a taco stand when this car plowed into them. Now, emergency officials say it was an incredibly chaotic scene with 124.
He went into a taco stand. Did you hear that? A taco stand. A taco stand.
Telling us that they got the call just after 2 o'clock this morning after a car plowed through a crowd of people who were in line standing just outside a nightclub and very close to a taco stand when this
taco stand. We're going to get into all that. Now look at this here. The name of the place is called Trapperton, Vermont. That come out to 216. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is he the Antichrist? That's the question. Is he part of the Sun God movement? Listen to this.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. We are following some breaking news right now, taking you out to Los Angeles. We're learning that a vehicle rammed into a crowd of people waiting to enter a nightclub along a busy boulevard in Los Angeles early this morning, injuring 30 people. According to Captain Adam Van Gerpen, he's the public information officer for the Los Angeles City Fire Department, victims were transported to local hospitals and trauma centers. At least 3 were in critical condition after being injured along Santa Monica Boulevard in East Hollywood. Van Gerpen also said that a line of people, the majority of them female, were waiting to enter a nightclub when they were struck by a vehicle that also hit a taco truck and valet stand. Paramedics discovered that one of the patients had a gunshot wound. They're saying that this is under police investigation. This will be a large investigation with the...
I'm going to go down this thing methodically. I'm going to break this thing down. Taco, a taco.
Turning now to breaking news out of Los Angeles, where more than 20 people have been hurt after a driver lost consciousness and plowed right into an entire group of people. Investigators believe the driver first hit a taco cart and then ran into a large crowd that was outside of a club. This was on Santa Monica Boulevard in East Hollywood. Local authorities say 5 people were terribly hurt. We understand they are...
Just want to give you all the background so you can see it. Now here we go.
They found a large group of people standing outside of a club. There's a taco truck there, and apparently a vehicle had driven through the taco truck, through the valet, and into the crowd. So when our firefighters arrived on scene, they quickly called for additional resources. So we had a total of 124 firefighters were here on scene. There's about 25 LAPD officers that came out to assist us. So the scene when they arrived was very chaotic. Ultimately, there ended up being a total of 30 patients. So out of those 30 patients, 7 of them were critical, what we call immediate. 6 of them were delayed, and then another 10 were transported in minor condition. So out of that, we also had another 7 that were minor that signed out. So a total of 30 patients. As part of our triage, when the paramedics were loading up one of the patients that was considered immediate, they were on their secondary inspection of him.
Now look at his hat. I always do that. Ever since 9/11, when George Bush was outside and he was talking to the crowd after 9/11, he was with the firemen. I did videos on that years ago. I look at the helmet, P10. What is P? P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. Then you got 10. So that's 26 total, okay? P is 16 of the alphabet and 10. So that's 26. Take 2 6 February 6, 2024, minus today's incident, 7/19, you get 529 days. 529 keeps coming up. Why? 7/19/2025, today's date, subtracted from 5/29/2026, the difference is 45 weeks. Who's the 45th president? Now, maybe this is why 529 keep coming up. Because this video is about Donald J. Trump, Kennedy, and the Pope. It's all there, people. And Barack Obama. It's all there. They speak through the numbers. That's my gift. It's deep. I got folks, why are you anti-Trump? Why these numbers keep coming up? The Bible says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against spirits. These are entities. They're speaking. I don't have time to debate. Jesus is coming soon. All the signs in the sky. Babies saying they see Jesus. I don't got time to debate you. You got to figure out. You got to figure it out. 2:6, that's the helmet. Come out to 2:6 versus 7/19, the date. Come out to 5/29. He was slain, but that's his birthday. And Trump admires him. He's buried in Arlington National Cemetery, Lot 45. Trump's the 45th president. How simple can I make it? Come on, man, use your head. Trump will be unalive soon. They're telling you. That's why they do these situations. Then look, the term taco, Trump always chickened out, was coined by Financial Times commentator Robert Armstrong to describe what he says is the president's pattern of announcing heavy tariffs on countries, causing economic shock, panic, and stock market hits, and then later reversing course with pause or reductions that create a market rebound. Calling him a taco. They're calling him a taco. So why you think the guy hit a taco stand? It's symbolic. Come on, man. This stuff is all planned. Care what nobody say. It's all planned, people. It's all planned. It's all planned. It's right in our face. It's all planned. Then look at this here. The license plate of the vehicle, 6L1C673. L is the 12th letter alphabet, C is 3. When you put it all together, it comes out to 39. The license plate adds up to 39. So I just made it a date. 3/9/2026. Next one coming up for March versus yesterday's incident. Well, today's incident, 7/19. The difference is 7/19. You mean to tell me the license plate come out to 3/9, subtracted from today's date, still give you 7/19? Yeah, but also gives you 333, Masonic. Come on, baby. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Got some deep stuff for y'all. Look at this here. On January 1st, remember the guy? He plowed through in New Orleans. Remember that on Bourbon Street? January 1st. Remember them situation? I did a few videos on it. Remember that? January 1st, this guy. Same thing. Same thing. Plowed through New Year's Day. Remember that? It's deep. Take January 1st, 2025, subtract it from today's incident, 7/19. The difference is 200 days. Let's do the math. 200. The 200th day of the year is July 19th. I said the 200th day of the year is July 19th. What's today's date? July 19th. Let's do it again. January 1st is when that vehicle plowed through in New Orleans. Today's incident in Los Angeles, 7/19. The difference is 200 days. Okay, the 200th day of the year is July 19th. Isn't today July 19th? They playing with us, man. You mean to tell me the incident happened on July 19th, which is the 200th day of the year? And it come out to 200 anyway? That's what I'm telling you. But not only that, 200 minus how many days in the year? 365 gives you 165. What's 165? The 165th day of the year is June 14th. What's June 14th? Boom. Told you it's all about Trump. Now look, It happened in Los Angeles. Los Angeles became part of the United States on 9/9, September 9th. Take September 9th, 2024, last birthday, versus today's incident, 7/19. The difference is 3/13. Oh my God, there it is again, right? What's 3/13? That's when the Pope became the Pope. Pope Francis became the leader of the Catholic Church on 3/13. They're telling you what's going on. We got a new church coming, a new country coming, because we're going into the new age, the golden age, and we got a new president coming. That's what my video's been on the last 4 or 5 months, because I'm interpreting what they're doing. Then look, Vermont Hollywood, that's the name of the place. The name of the place that he crashed into was what? Vermont Hollywood on Vermont Street. He crashed right in front of there. It was founded June 16th, 2021. Take June 16th, 2025, the anniversary of the place he's in front of, that car, versus today's date, 7/19. The difference is 4 weeks and 5 days. Who's the 45th president? Come on, man, stop playing. And it's the V, ain't it the V? I said it's the V, right? What is the V? In iPad Go 2, they got a cartoon, Barack Obama. What happens? He sweats this thing. He sweats the V. Watch. Why does he sweat it? Because he knows something crazy is coming. The American flag shreds in two, literally. It shreds into 2 parts. The American flag. See that? He knows. Remember the flagpole was 88 feet tall? Trump just did 2 of them three weeks ago. There's the flagpole. Look, it shreds. Barack Obama is sweating a V. Why? Because he knows something nefarious is coming. It's time to get right with Jesus. That's all I'm telling people. I'm doing the best I can to lead you to the Lord, okay? That's what this is. It's shredding. That's why he sweat that V. You think it's coincidence they had a nightclub called the Vermont? Come on, man. Right in our face. Then look, that movie that Barack Obama was in, it's called iPad Go 2. It was released June 24th, 2012. June 24th, 2026, anniversary of that movie, versus 6/16. 6/16 is when the nightclub was founded, right? The difference is 111. What is 111? The Pope died on the 111th day of the year, which is April 21st. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? It's right there. By the same token, remember the videos I've been doing the last few weeks? Dallas, Texas. What happened in Dallas, Texas? In Dallas, Texas, they showed, and I caught it, thank God I caught it. They showed a mailbox in the water, 111. Dallas, Texas had the flood a week and a half ago. Well, almost a week ago. Look, 111. You think this is an accident I'm finding this stuff? It's right in our face. It's right in our face. iPad Go 2, subtracted from the day the club was founded, gives you 111. Come on, baby. The sole survivor from the India plane crash 3 weeks ago, he was sitting in seat 811. A is the first letter of the alphabet. That's 111. The basketball championship that ended 2.5 weeks ago, OKC versus Indiana Pacers. They both had scores 111. I can't make it no plainer, people. Then now let's go back. Remember on Bourbon Street, this is the guy who plowed into those people. But it was also another attack they had a Filipino festival. Check it out. That's his name right there. You guys remember it. What was the New Year's? So let's just call it the New Year's. It was the New Year's. It was the New Year's on Bourbon Street. There you go. So, or scratch what it was called. It was just the New Year's. It was supposed to be a happy New Year, but there's the record. I digress. I just wanted to connect this thing right away because, again, days. And here's the day that it happened. January 1st, 2025. And then you had the Filipino incident where the guy plowed through and killed people as well, 426. The difference is 115. Watch this. Between those days. Now I'm going to change this back to 2026 because I want to show you guys something. You see that 250? I want you to listen to it. Here's the guy. Watch this. This is at the Filipino festival. I'm going to play it without the volume because I want to show you something. Because, you know what? I'm going to play it with the volume. Because I want to show you guys something. Check this out.
While this happened, it just passed 8 o'clock local time, which is about 3 hours ago now. It happened about 3 or 4 blocks behind me.
I want you to remember this here, like a V, okay? Remember, you see the V with the 2 colors? Orange and gold, orange and gold. Familiar? Familiar? Right in our face. Look at that. Like a V.
For those of you who know Vancouver, this is Fraser Street, I'm on 45th. It was the last.
And he said Fraser Street, remember that? And he said he's on 45th Street. These are all the signs. These are all the signs of what went down that day. Now let's look at this here. Number of people killed, car drives into crowd. It was really April 26th. Reported on April 27th, but April 26th. Check April 26, 2025, Filipino Festival. Today's date, 7/19/2025, Vermont nightclub in Los Angeles. The difference is 84 days ago. Barack Obama was born August 4th. People, I've done my due diligence to tell people what's going on. I can't make it no plainer. The sun god is speaking, pyramid, and the V. And the thing about this, let me see if I have this in here. The guy who plowed into, see this here? The guy who plowed on January 1st, this was inside of his apartment. Remember I showed you guys that? The orange and gold colors there, and there's that. Look at that sign. Okay? See that? Come on, people. You can't tell me something ain't going on.
Yeah. Religious materials.
This is a reporter inside his apartment on January 2nd, the very next day.
Quran, an open Quran with a passage there, as well as even the Bible here.
Now my last video.
Document.
This is a reporter inside of his apartment. The guy who was on Bourbon Street. Watch what I found. Watch this.
I'm going to point to it. I'm going to point to it, and I just want to be silent, and you'll figure it out.
Religious materials is.
See that there? And I bet my last dollar, when it come down to this incident here, I might do a 1-minute follow-up on a short. You're gonna see something in the records look like a V or somewhere on this guy who did what he did. It's gonna come out, people, because they gotta speak. My name is Franchise Pierce. If you like the work, please subscribe. God bless.